710 ESPN Seattle presents
The Calabro Show warm-up, powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
All right, welcome to the warm-up. This is not the go-to guy, it's the Y-Man. Dave Wyman with us here on 710 ESPN for the warm-up. We got a short program for you because the Mariners are out in Texas, but we're going to give you everything we have for 1 hour. Actually, everything we have for, excluding commercials, about, 45 minutes or so.
That's about all I'm good for.
Which is a great way to kick off the weekend, baby. Yeah. We're coming right back after the break. All right, welcome back to the warm-up. Kevin Calabro and Dave Wyman. Pro Football Weekly reporting today that John Schneider, the general manager of the Seahawks, and Pete Carroll, the coach of the Hawks, have some sort of a rift developing. I've never known a player personnel guy and a coach to ever agree on everything. Yeah. Let's start there. They shouldn't. There's got to be a little bit of tension between the two parties. So I think that's probably just a healthy type of relationship there, Dave. And you know what? I'd have to be a little, I'd be amazed if they weren't just a little bent out of shape because they're 0-2. You should be a little salty.
Well, and then when you get 0-2, all of a sudden everybody starts pointing fingers at what's going wrong, and, all of a sudden these guys make up a story that might be, like you said, of course you're going to disagree on certain things, but it doesn't mean you can't get along, and I'm not seeing that at all. I've seen those two guys firsthand interact, and we'll talk about that on the show, but yeah, I don't believe it either, and Pete was pretty annoyed, as he should be, that I'm glad to see him come straight out and call the guy lazy. And
the journalist who wrote it, for Pro Sports.
What was his name?
Hub Arkish, and he owns the Pro Football Weekly, or runs it. He's the editor. He's got his name behind it, and he usually does a pretty responsible job, according to everybody that's out there. We'll talk to Clayton about that today. But that whole issue aside, it's all about getting focused for Arizona this weekend. We'll talk about the matchups. Also, the Huskies at home against Cal. And Jeff Tedford, who knows a thing or two about quarterbacks, after all, he's the guy, remember, that recruited Aaron Rodgers out of a small junior college down in Oroville, California. You probably spent some weekends in Oroville.
Yeah, I lived in Marysville, which was the sister city. Did you know that?
So I didn't know that.
Oroville and Marysville.
We've got it for you today at 3 on 710 ESPN Seattle. The sister city.